Welcome back to the Breakpoint, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome back. So I'm saying welcome hermanas and hermanos. I'm saying hit the like button, por favor, and gracias for coming to participate with the Breakpoint today. So if you're reoccurring, I'm saying welcome back, and if you're new, I'm saying welcome to the Breakpoint. So another week in bowling, the Masters, baby, the Masters. Who do we got winning? The Masters, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to get into that today. We're going to get into what we're expecting from bowling ball companies. And what else? We're going to get into Steve. What's up, man? Yeah, leagues are finally ending. I think we got 3 weeks left in our league. And then Sports Shot Summer League starts for some of us. And then also we're going to get into Open Championships because this is Open Championship season. What's going on, Jam? Look, the fellas is in the building. Welcome, fellas. Welcome. So look, I got a whole mess of stuff brewing right now. Look, I'm trying to get all this ready so we can start shooting, even better and higher quality videos. I think my videos are high okay quality now. I think they can be a lot better. So I'm trying to do everything that I need to do. So I'm trying to get it all set up. Does anybody know about cameras in here? Does anybody know about cameras in here? So anyway, so I see Brunswick went to nationals. He done pretty good too. 1900, not bad, not bad at all. Go ahead, Brunswick, with your bad self. Now Brunswick did use 78 purple hammer, so I mean that's definitely a way to go. And it didn't seem to affect his team, so that's even better. Match to watch tomorrow is EJ versus Nate Garcia. Ooh. Is that Steve? Is that match play? Because I imagine the finals will be on Sunday. Is that match play? That's not the final step ladder, is it? Because I'm sorry, I have not been keeping up to date, up tabs. Up, sorry, let me go. I haven't been keeping very good tabs on the Masters, man. My week has been absolutely crazy. Nate Garcia has been doing his thing. So again, Jam, Steve, is that match play? Both won two today. So is it again match play tomorrow? Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me take a look and see where we at. I don't know. This formula is crazy. They are in a bracket right now. I think top 16. I mean, you would think that they would you would think with the finals being Sunday that they would be done with everything today and have tomorrow off, to have a day off in between the finals and oh, they're in brackets. So Belmont has that look. Contenders round is right now. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Nate Garcia and EJ. Are they bowling right now? No, that's Saturday, 10 a.m. on a fresh. How the hell did this is a weird setup. Why did they set it up this way? 32 carryover after tonight. Tomorrow, I believe 3 rounds. Why do they do it this way? This makes it weird. So what did they do? Take the top 47 into match play? Top 61 to match play. Top 64. So here's a question. When they go top 64, right? So they go top 64. Is it single elimination after that point? Or is it because Jacob Bunchers was number one seed and then he got busted? Or did they got a loser's bracket? Elimination bracket right there. There it is. Dude, that's some hard stuff to track right there. I mean, holy smokes. You don't think they can make that easier? That's a lot of work. But yeah, I see that Nate Garcia's been balling. But Nate's got his hands full tomorrow. He's got EJ. And I know EJ hasn't won yet this year, but EJ's still been banging him out. I mean, even though EJ ain't been winning, he been making step ladder finals. So Nate Garcia, as much as I would love to see Nate make a final, he got his work cut out with him with EJ. But the good news is, even if he's eliminated, he's still fine. Because even if he loses to EJ, he still ain't eliminated. He still got another bracket. He's still in the losers bracket. Uh, just EJ being EJ. I mean, I want you guys to understand something. Understand, Jam, how hard it is to qualify every week. And then after you qualify, you go into match play. And after you go to match play, you're in the step ladder final. So you got to give EJ a lot of props to be on the TV step ladder every single week, although he's not winning. What do I think would take to crack it? I don't know. I don't know. Just EJ being EJ. I thought he had a chance to win the last one, but he lost his look. And then that 7-10 split didn't help him. I think this much. EJ's going to get his first win of the season. It won't be from number one seed. It won't be. It'll be him going up the ladder. Belmonte and Eric Jones. I don't need two picks. I pick EJ Tackett, period. But if I had to pick two, I'm going to go EJ and Cam Crow. Whoa, Cam. Must be taxing on the body. Oh, yeah, I imagine it is. Look at that. Steve said Parker Bone. Parker Bone is showing his butt. Showing these young dudes he still got it. Yeah. And he been throwing a spare ball half the day. I mean, he been throwing a spare ball a lot. But yeah, Parker Bone a beast. I mean, but here's the deal, though. I think this might be more tailor made for him too, though. I'm gonna have to take these cameras in tomorrow and test them and see what lens I need to use. Hey, tell me, guys, what do you guys think the quality is of my videos right now? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give me as far as quality? Just the quality of the video, not you know what I'm saying. I think Cam wants to make a statement at the unfortunate event. Uh, I hope he does, cause he's a good kid, man. And unfortunately, in life things happen. But it's not that they happen. It's how you bounce back. And I think Cam is an exceptional young man, and I only hope the best for him. Oh yeah, let me. Are you talking about your videos in league or no? No, no, no. I'm talking about my ball review videos. My ball review videos. I'm trying to figure out right now how to do this new setup. I think that kid is good, Jam. I think that kid is very good. But here's the thing, though. Time will tell. I mean, you come out the block hot, and he did. I mean, coming out the way he did, that's hot. So time will tell how good he's gonna be. I think that he can be a top bowler really quick. He's got the game. He reminds me a lot of Chris Prater's. I mean, a whole lot of Chris Prater's. Thanks, Jam. I appreciate that. He said Barbies are good. We're not looking for IMAX theater. Well, I'm just saying though. I think they can be a little sharper, a little cleaner, and that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a little sharper, a little clearer. Um, that's what I want. A little sharper, a little clearer videos. And I'm not trying to make them so that they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I would like them to be better. I mean, real talk, I like them to be better. I like them to capture a little better. So that's what I'm aiming for. I'm always aiming to improve. I think it's fine. You have to understand if you want super clarity and color pop, only 8K and 10K cameras will work. We don't have anything over for. So this camera right here can record up to 8K, I believe. But it don't matter because when I'm rendering it ain't gonna be at 8K. Maybe add a little ring light. I think they improved the clarity too. Do you man, listen, I'm gonna have to show y'all behind the scenes because I have big lights, right? I have big lights, little lights, and then a ring light around the camera to give it even more light. And this lens right here, this lens right here is big time, right? And it's at f 1.2 or 1.4 in aperture, so it's supposed to be the best at letting in light But because the reality is the bowling alley is dark as hell. So I use all those lights. We are behind technology overseas. Japan, they have the ability on TV that they can get 8 to 10K. Holy crap! Are you being serious? We only had the ability here at 4K. Are you being serious, Steve? They got 8 and 10K TVs. What? How come I don't got one? The ultra high definition, approximately 10,000 megapixels. Holy crap. Yo, Steve, do you know how much it would cost me right now to get a 10K TV? $50,000. Yep, you'll be the only one. Only cost you an arm and a leg. Yo, it is more than an arm and a leg. 50 racks. I'm not playing you. Best Buy got it for $50,000. 50 grand for a TV. That thing better do some special favors or something. You can get an 8K for 34,000. Target's got a 75-inch 4K for 10. No, I don't need that. Okay, that's some interesting things, man. I might have to take a trip to Tokyo just for a TV, but then I'd have to pay the what you call it just to get it in, to get it through customs. I've seen the 8K in person. It is unreal. The picture just pops out at you. I bet it do. I bet it do. TV I got sitting right here, 84-inch TV. I thought because it was 2K, I thought that was good, but now I'm thinking I'm underselling myself. 5 grand, 12 grand, 24 grand. Holy crap! That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy work, bro. That's really crazy work. I was just asking because again, I'm trying to make my videos better. So to do that, oh snap! Let me move. Set up a little. To do that though, I know I need to to maximize my setup. But yeah, man, I'm going to at some point in the near future do a behind the scenes just for my members and let y'all see how much I got going on. I mean, I got phones up. I got like 6 lights up, one really massively big light, and then the bunch of them to add more. I got a really high power ring light that I also set up to give me clarity too. Um, yeah, just trying to get the bank most out of it. I just try to make the video is higher quality for you guys, so you guys can see the ball roll. You know what I'm saying? This past week in league, dude, I don't know if y'all any of y'all watched that, man. It was rough on me. It was hard out here on the pimp, man. It was hard. It was hard out here. I threw two bad shots, but left 6 or 7 splits. It was rough. It was rough. The reality though is I probably should have been throwing more 25 to 10, but I didn't. So by playing 20 to 8 9, 20 7 8 9, it just I don't know. However, as far as makeables go, I was 100%. So I mean, I can't be mad about that. I can only be mad about the splits that I left. I mean, the 2 7 10 splits probably weren't ideal. Now, when I left two. What's up, Larry? I left 2 4 9s, and I deserved the first one. I don't think I deserve the second one though, but whatever. It is what it is, man. I don't mind at all. Too tall. What's cracking, player? Hey, too tall. Remember, I need those numbers, man. If I can get them tonight, that's even better, Playboy. I need to put these. I need to put these lineups in order and put everybody together, put it into the system. So I'm gonna need that. And then you can do your green sheet when we get there, so you ain't gonna have to worry about that. But Larry, I mean, sorry, too tall. I'm gonna need them numbers, man, as soon as you can. Where's Revs at, man? With that purple hammer, this dude. I'm gonna have to get him. What up, Keon? What's going on, Playboy? How you doing, cuz? Gotta let it play out. But for real though, man, I think I rolled the ball pretty good at league. I didn't roll it the way I wanted to, but it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. I think after the first game, I should have moved deep inside and played 25 to 10. My Tuesday league don't report my average, even though league ended. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Was it sanctioned too tall? If it's not sanctioned, I don't need it. I only need your sanction averages. Right. Right. So Rebs is double cheating, Steve. He double cheating. Oh, I hollered at you when first came on. I ain't even I'm sorry, Keon. If I missed it, I'm sorry. My Friday night league, I'll get a current average tonight. Okay. And then do you bowl at the same place for your Tuesday league or whatever? If you do, just ask them to give it to you. Because if I can get it now today, then I can put in the numbers and everybody will know who they've matched up with. They all sanction, but they all show zero USBC. Right. If they're in the same bowling center, then they can give you your Tuesday average. Because the reality, like I said again, if I can put those numbers in tonight, then that'd be great. Because then everybody will know what squad, what shift, what time they're bowling. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get it all worked out. I got teams already done. All different centers, unfortunately. All right. So, which center do you bowl better in? This one or the other one? Teams are already in, so I know everybody's gonna bowl with everybody team wise. So what I'm trying to do is figure out singles and doubles. Man, oh man, oh man. Showtime. So what do we think? What do we think? Come on, guys. I need some insider trading. What do we think Motive is about to drop? What do we think Storm's about to drop? Oh, and who's your pick for the Masters? And you only get one pick. Who's your pick? Can't give me this double stuff. I'll try and find out. I'm pretty sure my Tuesday average isn't That's an odd thing to say. Isn't 179 or higher? Well, 179 puts you in a different bracket, bro. 320. Yeah, because my high average last year was 169. But remember, that's house shot. No, listen, too tall. All I need is your house shot average. I don't care about everything else. I'll take care of everything else. I need your highest average this year. If it's 10 pins higher, then we have to go with that. If it's not, then we'll have to go with something else. My one pick for the Masters is Jesper. My USBC sport average should be 150. So listen, too tall. You're worried about something you don't have to. You don't gotta worry about that. All I need to know is what is your so you can't go by that yet because you need to figure out what your highest average this year is. Because here's the thing: if your highest average isn't more than 10 pins higher than it was last year, the year before that, or whatever, then you go by whatever average you had last year. That's what I'm trying to say. I picked Shownuff for the Masters. I'll double check. But high should be 169 from 1 to 2000. Yeah, but here's the deal though. Here's what I'm saying, too tall. Your winter league is still going on right now. So you can't see when I went in and looked at your USBC. I went in and looked at all that. But for all your leagues this year, it has zero because they're still going on. Yeah, I'm 90% sure I'm not 10 pins over 169. Well, that's the thing. I need you to be 100% sure because if that's the case, then you can go with 169 or whatever, whatever. But either way, we'll be fine. I'm just trying to make it so that I can put you with someone where you can bowl and do your best and get benefits out of it. That's all. So whether it's me or one of the other guns, it don't matter. I'm just trying to figure it all out. Hey Steve, you gonna come to the national with us next year, right, buddy? Ask your league secretary for your average as of today. Use that. That's the point. Yeah, but is there a cutoff? No, there is no cutoff. If you got 20, if you got too tall, if you got 21 games in this year, it counts. So if you're rocking a 190 right now and it's 21 games in, then you got to use it. You have to. I mean, you're going to be in a classified division unless you're averaging over a like a 185 or something. You'll be in a classified division regardless. Yeah, if you're unless you're averaging over 185, you're going to be in a classified division. However, whether or not you stay in there for doubles is a whole different ball game. And that's what I'm trying to maximize everybody's potential. But it's hard to do but that's why I need the numbers. That's what I'm going to do, Steve. But unfortunately, I bowled two different leagues, two different centers. Your league secretary will verify. They should have a form as an affidavit for your to your average. Yeah. I imagine most leagues will be over before you ever go to nationals though. I mean, my league will be over before we go to nationals. It's been a very turbulent year for me, man. I've been hurt a lot again. Ugh. It's just frustrating because my Tuesday league ended last weekend in Vegas, but still haven't reported to USBC. Yeah, but it may be a while. I mean, you could always too tall. You could always call that bowling center and say, "Hey, I'm this person. Can you tell me what my average is to end the season because I need it for USBC Open Championships?" They'll tell you. It's a matter of just simply a phone call. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that's how you gotta do it. Now think about it, too tall. You think it's frustrating for you. Imagine me doing this for four teams like I had to do last year. Heck, this year's a walk in the park. I'm only taking two. But next year it'll be Vegas, so it'll be so many more. That's why I gotta get Steve to come out of retirement. Come on, meet us in Vegas. Yeah, we gotta get Steve out here. We gotta get Keon out there with us in Vegas next year. Who else? We gotta get Jam out there in Vegas with us next year. We gotta get Rebs to run up to Vegas and bowl with us next year. We gotta get Larry to run up to Vegas. I mean, it's only a few hours away from the AZ. So we gotta get Larry to run up to Vegas with us next year. We gotta get the whole crew. Everybody. Running roll deep. Oh, too tall. I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I'm gonna hit you up with a picture of it. I'm waiting for them to send us a proof. And then that's for the jerseys for Bad Bad Bull. And I'm gonna send it to all the team, let everybody know what they gotta do. And then I can put it in the order for everybody. These shirts are gonna be hot. Coming in hot. I bowl. Four sanction leagues. However, the house where I first applied is my controller of USBC membership. Oh, okay. See, I only bowl in one house league. I refuse to bowl multiple. Although I'm although I'm thinking about bowling the scratch league. I'm gonna bowl a scratch league in the fall and the regular league. I'm also thinking about bowling in the summer league. I'm gonna bowl a sports shot in the summer league, but I'm thinking about also bowling the second league just left handed. Just crazy work. So we got Jesper for one. Did anybody else vote on this? Did anybody else vote on who they thought was gonna win? I think EJ gonna win the Masters. I just I think this is his. All right, fellas, I'm done playing with y'all. Business, crazy work. But it's nice to see Nate Garcia advance this far, though. I mean, he shot 700 last round, so he doing his thing. But I don't think he got enough. I'm bowling two leagues this summer. When it's going to be a get gear. Oh, so it's going to be a get a ball league, Keon. Them are always nice. I'm there, me, my son, and may have some more as well. Hey, man, look, here's the deal, Larry. If you if you don't have people, you do. All you gotta do is say the word. Cause I promise you this. This is on love. I'll get people for you. That's the easy part. Yes, you get two. All right. I'm serious, and we're gonna have Keon go too. We're gonna have everybody go. We're gonna have a big old thing. When people see us coming, they're gonna be like, oh, there Coach C and his crew. There go the family. Nah, feel like I'm gonna sandbag between now and nationals so I don't mess up my average. Why? Nah, bowl. You good. There ain't nothing listen, man, you fine. You fine. Don't worry about it. No matter what, you still got to go nationals and bowl. So I mean, no matter what, so just do your thing. I mean, I don't imagine you have a whole lot of time left. So yeah, just do your thing. Keon said my pick is EJ. Steve said Belmo. Who said Jesper? Was that Steve too? So I my pick is would be EJ, but my heart says Cam Crow because I want Cam to win. Think about that, fellas. He got pulled out the U.S. Open to come back and win the Masters. Tell me that wouldn't be a story, dude. And your man was just your man's was just featured in the docu by Ben Stiller, right? So imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that ride. He gets arrested and pulled out the U.S. Open and suspended. The thing dropped with Ben Stiller, the documentary about bowling. He's reinstated and comes back and wins the Masters. Come on, man. That's what legends are made of. That's what legends are made of. Cam, that's what I'm talking about. So everybody, we rooting for Cam Crow. Hey, tell me that's not a story for you. That's a story right there. That's a story. Come on, Cam. Whoa, Cam. All my national practices are going to be on a sports shot. I'm not really worried about league right now. Hey, I ain't been worried about league. I stopped worried about league after week 10. Facts. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I'll stop worrying about league on week 10, man. It may sound bad, but it's true. I'm telling you, that'd be a hell of a story, dude. You can't even make that up. All the things that's happened in a row, you can't even make that up. That would be. Hey, do you know? And then they refocus that story about Cam Crow. Everything happened. He made the Masters. They be like, yo, that's what legends are made of, man. Rebs in the building. What up? What up, Maurice? What up? I seen that purple hammer, dude. You come on, man. You ain't have to do that. You know what I mean? You have to do that, Rebs. I'm bowling in a non-sanctioned sports shot league tomorrow morning. Good deal, right? Good deal, Too Tall. Good luck in it. Legend, yes, I'm here. You ain't no legend, Too Tall. You know what, Too Tall? I mean, Rebs, you a legend in your own mind. I'm doing a summer league. Not sure if it's a sport or house. Last year it was sport. Love the sport shot, man. See, you gotta get yourself ready. I'm picking yes for okay. However, Belmo all of a sudden has that look, and today you can see him rap. Man, Belmo cooked. He done. Belmo done, man. He ain't winning. These kids got his number. Belmo was beating up on everybody when his rev rate was killing them. It ain't killing them no more. His now Belmo rev rate is the middle of the pack. That's why he ain't whooping them. Belmo was bowling next to EJ today. They were shooting darts at each other. No love lost there. I bet not. EJ told him, I'm sorry, Bell, but there's a new sheriff in town, and that would be me. I hope you ready. And your record is going down. EJ Tackett style. Sucker! EJ Tackett style. Sucker! Well, it's not getting drilled anytime soon. Just gotta let it go. Hey, you know what? You can drill it up if you want to. Hey, you know I'm gonna be in Cali, cuz in May. Don't make me come pull up on you, Rebs. Rebs key $25 for the lefty cheat ball. Ha 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 ha. That would be great comeback story. Forget, man, I'm telling you, it would be that would be the best thing that could ever happen to the sport of bowling. And if I was the PBA, I would pay extra money and put that everywhere. Everywhere you could put something, I would put that. HBO, Stars, Netflix, I'm putting it everywhere. Everywhere you can put it. The story of Cam Crow. Hoo-hoo. EJ's not going nowhere. No one afraid of him anymore. EJ's toast. Steve, you done lost every bit of your mind. Every bit. E- I thought it before, but now I know. You done lost every bit of your mind. Every bit of it. You done lost every bit. You done lost all credibility. Rose might as well throw a tease on instead of that crap. You might have just got a little bit of your credibility back, Steve. You might have got a little bit back. Lost my job today. Rebs, are you being serious or you just playing? So Rebs, you need that $25 for that ball? Steve, you know you'd be the one losing, okay? You giving Rebs $20 too much for that bowling ball. Yep. $20 too much. Actually, you know what? I need to throw that on the thing. That might be a really good control piece on a fresh. It might be because but I still think you're giving reps $20 too much. Reps, do I even want to know how that happened? All right, Steve. In that case, we might as well go ahead. We can give him 30 for it. Hey, man, I'm sorry, Reps. Yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. I hope you good, cuz. Billy, what's the word on the street? Player from way back. What's up, bro? Welcome back. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely hang in there. $30. This is my first purple. Yeah, I hope it's your last cheating self. Actually, I don't even mind you using it. If I was gonna bowl you head to head, I wouldn't be worried about you using it. I'm just saying for a friend. Now, if you decided to bowl me using that purple hammer and didn't fall off your shot, then I'd be a little worried. Now I really need my balance to win some pots. Ain't that funny that you said that, Rebs? I said I wouldn't even be worried about you. Not even a little bit. That's because you fall off your shot too much. Now, when you stop falling off your shot, then we got problems. No, but it's the legal purple hammer. How's that? Steve trying to get you in trouble, Rebs. He's like, you got to get the OG purple hammer, but you don't want to throw that. That's illegal as hell. Yeah, man. I threw that purple hammer. It's not bad, and I drilled it really strong, but it's really smooth. You here to bowl or re-roll? Man, I'm here to bowl. I'm here to get money. Well, wait a minute, Steve. Doesn't that determine whether or not? Doesn't that determine though whether or not where you're gonna bowl at, whether you're gonna follow the rules or not? Speaking of that, Paul is leading right now. What did he? What is he? What has he got on the leaderboard? 64. Steve, what you gonna do about that 64, dog? We can't leave it up to Revs. I let AI pick my layout. That's why I was gonna suck. Paul cheats too. 9 pin no tap league. A 65 with the 800 series. This is what I know. It's been like what? He's been in the 700s, 7 and 800s for like what? The last, I want to say 10 weeks. Yeah, I retired from the Paul game. Yeah, like last 10 weeks. I want to say. I'm trying to figure out what their handicap is in their league because he still gets 7 pins. So that means they 100% at 230. Um, I still have yet to put Doug's numbers in. 80% at 230. So that puts you at 217. Well, I have one league left. I have a chance. I never give up. Steve, that's what I like to hear right there. So what do you at, Paul? 217? 78 purple hammer looks hella smooth. My buddy was using it at league. Okay, so now, Paul, I'm confused. I don't know why he was using that at league. I have no idea. That's just I can't even. Okay, so you're 80% of 230, Paul, but you're getting 7 sticks. So how can you be at 220 plus? Now I know I'm no physicist, but that math don't track. The numbers don't add up. What did Doug do? Looking up now, I don't pay attention to average. I thought it was 80% of 220 tops. No. There's some leagues that do based on 230. Very few, but there are some. But that's why I was looking at the numbers. I'm like, yeah, I mean, almost has to be. So 18, 19, 20. There's 21. 22. Paul, you might have a little bit of competition. I've seen leagues do 250. I've never seen that one before. They upped ours because high average was 230. So it's 22. There's 22 again. Paul's not gonna win this week, not unless he has better than a 64. Paul shot 800 and got a 64. Doug shot Doug shot 762 and got 67 points. I gotta post it. I just haven't done it yet. But Doug shot 762 and got 67 points. If I was worth $500 million, don't they think I'd have personal driver, blah blah blah, refreshments too? Asking for a friend. Steve is funny as hell. Current average as of this week is 224. Maybe it's 90% of 230. It's gotta be something. At 65. Okay, well 65 is current leader until I put Doug's thing in there. All right, too tall. Good luck in league, man. Bow good, bro. And yeah, let me know as soon as you can figure it out because the only numbers that's stopping me right now is yours. Everybody else's I got. Yeah, good luck, bro. Everybody else's stuff I got. Yours the only one that's missing. Yeah, but Doug does not participate in the channel, so it don't really count. Asking for a friend. Doug does participate. He just don't know how to participate. Remember, Doug is almost 70 years old, so him and technology. And he asks me every week, "How did we do? How did we do? How did I do? Did I get beat? Am I the winner? Can I get something special out of this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you already took one of my bowling balls." I bowl 4 leagues. All are 80% of 220. Ours is also 80% of 220. No, 210. No, it's 80% of 220. Beat Paulie, lol. What's up? B Hop in the building. Hey, I heard. Hey, Brandon, I heard Conley down your way, man. I heard he down your way bowling. Paul said never see him on the channel. You don't be watching. Doug was on the channel Wednesday. Doug want my second place crown. Doug was a. Hey, did anybody watch the channel on Wednesday? Did anybody watch it live? Oh, really? Wonder why. Ask him if he's going in San Antonio this weekend. Ask him because he's down your way. Did anybody watch the live on Wednesday? Dang, I went 1 week and all I got is. Hey, the OG took. Listen, the OG took the ball. Okay, that's how Doug roll. Doug, listen, Doug is always on. Brian be on too. You know. Do you know how many people I have watched it live? A lot, and people go back and watch it. I mean, like for example, my engineer Paul. For example, my engineer Sean. He watches the channel. He's probably watching right now. He probably sitting in the back chilling, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So, however people participate, I welcome it all. I don't disgruntle anybody. You know what I mean? I'm asking for all participation. And here's the best part: the fact that Doug wants to participate, that's really good for me. I really, 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 really like that he does. Doug is a good friend, and he's my guy. Coach A's doing great, man. I talk to him every day. He been a little sick though, so he doing great. I seen Big Head the other day. AB's bowling. I don't know what she's bowling, man. To be honest with you, I know she's gonna be bowling Junior Gold in July, but I won't be with her when she's doing it though. I'll be coaching Jordan, so it's so I'll be with Jordan. So and then I got somebody else I'm gonna be checking on when I'm up there. Leah, I'm gonna check her out. She's good people, so I'm gonna be checking them out. And then I'm gonna take the boys to have a field day up in Minnesota, Mall of America, that kind of stuff. But I know she's bowling a lot of tournaments. I just don't get up with her as much as I probably should. But we family though, so I try to talk to her about bowling least when I see her, as opposed to all the time. But I told you guys, she's working with a coach that can help get her into Vanderbilt. Oh, I know, Paul. But I'm saying I like it. Your goal is to get 70, Paul? 70? That's almost like the perfect storm. What's up? Hey, Crystal and Liz scored great in the Masters. Um, Liz Johnson is a beast in her own right. I knew Crystal Elliott would score well because her rev rate is close to 400. So she can play the same lines as most guys do. So that's why Crystal's going to score well. Anywhere she goes, she should be okay. I gotta go. My from job taking me to the steakhouse. Well, Rebs, you know what, man? Good. Go eat, man. Hey, and sorry about your job, but know that your boy gonna be in Cali, and next year you coming to USBC Nationals with us, or we gonna have to come and get you. Okay, yeah, man. I'm glad you watched it. You should watch them, man. I support the grind no matter who's doing it. Hey, I have goals, my friend. Hey, Paul, that's a heck of a goal, dude. I didn't. You know what? I have not made one goal yet to bowl this whole fall. Not one. Maybe that's my problem. I'll just be like, it is what it is. I'm being serious. I have not yet once made a goal. Maybe I need to do that for the last 3 weeks. Maybe I'll make one goal. maybe 50-50. I'm going to use my teammate's score. He bowled two 800s last week and the third 300 last night. Well, why don't you tell your friend to just get on the channel and then he can do it himself? Yeah, Rebs definitely should hang in there. Steve's still trying to get his cheater ball for $25. Rebs, he's trying to get your cheater ball. My goals were 300, 800 this season. Steve, ain't your season still going? You still got a chance to get both. Remember, dog, all you need is a chip in a chair, Steve. Chip in a chair. That's it. You still got a chance to get both a 800 and a 300. Matter of fact, didn't you say you bowl tomorrow or something? You get a chance to get both. Don't give up, bruh. You got this, player. I believe in you, Steve. I may not believe in Rebs, but I believe in Steve. No, I'm just kidding. I believe in Rebs too. But yeah, dope. You got this, man. I got faith in you. Hey, Steve. Next year because you're gonna go to nationals with me next year, Steve. Next year, me and you. What's up, Red? Next year, me and you are gonna make a personal bet for the fall. Right? We're gonna make a personal bet for something. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. 300, 800s. Who will have the most between me and you to give you motivation to get that money? That's what we're going to do, Steve. Between me and you in the fall to get the 300, 800, we're going to make that bet. Who gets the most? You know what they say. Wish in one hand, crap in the other. No. I do. Nope. Nope. Absolutely not, Steve. I know. That saying is pretty bad. Nope. We're not crapping in no hands, Steve. We can forget about that one. That's some old country stuff right there, bro. No, we're not doing that one. However, the betting thing, we can do that, Steve. We can make that happen, bro. I think that'd be a lot of fun, man. I think that would be a ton of fun. And it challenged me. It give me something to do going into league because right now I have no nothing. I mean, y'all gotta understand. Listen, I got home on Wednesday night. My stomach hurt like I did 1,000 sit-ups, man, because can y'all even hear us? We some lunatics. I mean, we are absolutely crazy people. I'm just if y'all watch the live, do y'all hear me and Larry and Drew back and Doug back there laughing? I'm serious. We borderline psychotic. Steve just want to be the first winner. And the last since people remember. Yeah, Steve always want to be OG. But I'm just gonna go out week one and shoot 800 and 300 to make him the loser. Steve, that's it. That's what we're gonna do, Steve. I figured it out. Okay? Figured it out. So what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna make a bet. At the end of the season, if you beat me at Nationals in Vegas, I gotta wear a shirt. And it's a different shirt. I'll get 5 of them for every day I'm in Vegas. I gotta wear a different shirt that says Steve beat me. Steve owns me. And Steve, if I get more 300s and 800s than you got to wear the same shirt every day when we in Vegas. By the way, see the new motor release? No, they didn't release it yet. They don't release it until the new motor release. Don't release until Tuesday. I just talked to my guy. So what's the new motive release? I mean, Brandon, because I mean, Coach C, ensure you give me congrats to Doug next week. Oh, I will. I will. He knows though. He be knowing. Okay, Steve, then we got us a bet. How is it on Bowler's Mark when they ain't even drop it yet? I can show you the correspondence I got from my guy who works at Motive. If it's on there, man, I'll be mad as hell. Don't be playing me like that. You better send me my Johns. Huh. Well, how does Bowler Mark got that? Hold on, guys. I'm looking at something. Oh, my bad. So I know Motive is pissed. I know Motive's pissed because Motive don't even have it. Motive don't even have that up yet. So I know they got to be pissed. VIP EJ. Yeah, I see it. Motive's got to be pissed because they ain't even got it up yet. So, do you think Motive wanted Bowler's Mark to drop that first? You got to think about that one. Motive's got to be mad as what right now? Yeah, the last few have come out being before Motive. No, actually, that's not true. The last couple came out the day of after they announced it. But Bowler's Mark, I know Motive's gonna be mad because I'm telling you, my guy was like, "Yo, see, you're gonna love this new ball," and I'm like, "For real, for real." Yeah, but EJ will roll it the week before. That's a normal occurrence. But they won't release what it is. They won't. They'll try to keep it hush hush what it is. But Bowler's Mark shouldn't have did that. Listen, I talked to my guy yesterday, and was like, "Yo, what's the deal?" He's like, "Yo, see, I'll make sure you got it next week." I'm like, "Bet. What is it?" He's like, I can't. I can't do that. I can't drop that until Monday, Tuesday, until we release it." And I'm like, "Okay, but that's a normal thing, though." Paul, where did Motive post it? I'm on Motive site right now. I'm on Motive's website right now. I don't see it. Motive probably had to release it officially, providing that they did it first. Motive Bowling. Mm-mm. It's not on Motive's website. That's the revolt. Nah, I'm on Motive's Facebook page. It's not here. Nah, EJ's supposed to roll it for sure. EJ rolled the super sport that whole tournament beforehand, and he was able to he rolled that the whole Johns, and then they dropped it. But I'm on their website right. I'm on Moto's website right now. I don't see it. Bowler X posted it. Yeah, he probably got it off of Moto. He probably got off Bowler's Mark. Limited edition too, huh? So that brings me to another question. If it's limited edition, just like the other one, does that mean they're going to do two releases this month? Because when they dropped the EJ ball, didn't they drop two that month? Or am I just tripping? I could have swore that month they dropped two balls. Yeah, I could have swore they dropped two. So that's my question. Are they going to drop two balls now because of the EJ limited edition? Is it limited edition? I didn't pay attention to that part. So that would be the big question. If it's limited edition, does that mean they're going to drop multiple different releases or just the one? Or I don't think so. I think it's going to sit where the Forge was. That's what I think. I think it's going to sit right where the Forge was. EJ's drilled 78 Venom shocks already this year. That's insane. Where do you see limited edition? Because I don't see where it says limited edition at. No, I don't see where it says limited edition. I'm on Bowler's Mart. It don't say it here. Well, it's strong. It's definitely strong. Holy smokes. You see how much information this ball has? Who this ball is right for? EJ Tackett fans. League bowlers on medium. House shot, tournament players, strong, controllable, benchmark piece, high rev players. Well, it better be a high rev players this for EJ. It's symmetrical. So that may only make sense since the other one was asymmetrical. Really high differential, reads the lane early. Not bad. It's got the leverage cover stock, which ain't bad. It's got the Vanquish core, which also ain't bad. So Vanquish core, leverage cover. Yeah, I think it'll fit where the Forge was. I'm thinking it'll sit where Primal Ghost. Yeah, that's about right. Primal Ghost is right next to. Hold on, let me pull that back up. So yeah, no, I think it's gonna sit right next to the Evil, underneath the Jackal Onyx, all the way down right side description says limited edition. Shows that on Bowler X. Yeah, Moto got to stop these leaks, man. Because I mean, I know if I was Moto, I'd be upset. How y'all dropping it before we do? You know what I mean? I wouldn't want that. That's bad business. He can give me a couple of shocks. Yeah, I bet 78 shocks. That's a lot. But then again, y'all got to think about how many games he bowls. So between practice and then all the events, 78 ain't that many. Well, yeah, it is. So what does he do? Give him he drills him, bowls one tournament with him, and gives him away? I mean, I imagine. I mean, he ain't taking 78 with him to an event. So what does he do? Drill a fresh stuff for every tournament? But then again, he is EJ Tackett, so let's keep it a buck here. He's EJ Tackett. So if he wants a fresh ball for every event, I imagine that that's something he gonna get. I mean, small price to pay to let the number one bowler in the world use your equipment. You know what I mean? Okay, so before we jump off today, I got a question for you. Now, this is the trick question of the day. Are you ready? If EJ Tackett was using Storm or Brunswick brands, do you still think he'd be the number one bowler in the world? Gotcha. Do you still think EJ would be the number one bowler in the world if he was using Storm or Brunswick brands? Because we damn sure know he ain't using swag. Another fact on a bowling telecast, Belmont buys all of his bowling balls. He goes to a local pro shop and buys his stuff. That's fire. That's fire. Paul said, I think he would be better. Keon said, yes. Steve said, yep, he would. Paul, you got to explain. Elaborate, please. Why would he be better? Red said, yep, I don't know that he would. Bowler use what they match up with. Okay, that's a fair assessment, Brandon. He's good enough to do that, though. I think he would. More choices to match his game and condition. See, Brandon, that's the thought that you didn't give. If he's with Brunswick or Storm, he's got a large, he got a lot more options. I mean, it's just a lot more. So his pool is larger for him to choose from. Motive he has, but you guys ever think that maybe that's why Motive is the perfect place? So every bowler that's with SPI, every bowler that's with B7, B6, whatever you want to call it, you ever think that maybe they got too many choices? He said that dude can make a square ball strike. I, I'm facts, Steve. That's what I'm saying. The boy's bad. The boy's bad. He's the baddest bowler on the planet. He's bad. But you ever think that maybe Motive is to his strength? Because think about it. He's got a quarter of the PSI selection to choose from. Right. That's what I'm saying, Brandon. I also think that too. I think more choices would hurt him. EJ believes in Motive. Without EJ, not sure that they would be where they are. I think they still would be because they're a great brand. Really great brand. It's just they're a mom and pop brand, so they don't do the massive advertise. Now, would a lot of people know who they are? Maybe not as many. But I think the gear's still gonna be as good as it is because Motive gear is really special. I think more choices can hurt you more than help. I agree because I'm going through that problem right now. That's why I like one ball tournaments. I'm going through that very issue right now. Too many options. No, he would not because Storm has a lot of people on staff. On Motive, their focus can be on him. Motive has quite a few people on staff too now. Don't get it twisted. Listen, if I started a ball company and his contract was up, I would offer him $5 million a year. He helps develop his type of balls. He would say, "See ya, money talks, BS walks." Maybe, ain't no maybe to that. He would have to take that money and run. He would have to. That's too much money to say no to. More choices can hurt bowlers, but for the pros, there are a lot more in tune with the game that needs to be. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. I'll give you that. I will give you that. I will give you that, my good brother. But I'm going through that problem right now. Like I, I'm seriously going through that problem right now. Me, too many balls, too many balls. I'm going through it right now. It's just a lot of choices. And also a fun fact for me is I don't use balls that are solid colors. I try not to anyway. I know that might sound bad, but I really in my heart of hearts try not to do it because it's um it's a lot. I if I because I need to see the court kick, but again, that's also bad on my part too. Now his rep would take a huge hit, but look, Pete Weber became the most popular with his antics. EJ would make people come around and understand it's just business. Yeah, that's true. EJ special, man. That's all I can tell you. It's bad when you expect him to win. I mean, the field is what three. The Masters are 360 people field, and I expect him to win. Tell me that's not nuts. Tell me that's not insane. This guy is so good that the field of 360. All right, so check this out. When you hear EJ gets beat or you watch it happen, tell me you're not like, what just happened? Tell me you're not like, what just happened? Because we expect him to win because he's that good. Now, the question you got to ask yourself is Belmo, in your mind, the number two best? In my mind, he's not. If I had to pick a number two, I'm picking Simo. Then Anderson, then the Iceman. Yeah, that's about it. EJ is special, but the next EJ is not far from taking his spot. When EJ gets beat, a lot of times he beats himself. From what I've seen, see, listen, we don't know where the next EJ is. Here's the problem with the EJ thing. The EJ thing is like Michael Jordan. Everybody kept saying this is the next Michael Jordan. This is the next Michael Jordan. Hell, we're still waiting for the next Michael Jordan. Now, was Kobe the closest? Yes, but he ain't Michael. And that's the thing, right? I watch people beat EJ. No, I don't. I watch EJ beat EJ. Facts. You oh boy shot 300 to beat EJ, but look what he had to shoot that to beat EJ. But the other step ladders that he did, he beat himself. Belmo is past his prime. He's not old, but all other two-handers are past him, passing him by. That's what I'm saying. When Belmo was dominating the sport, he was the lone wolf. And when Belmo was dominating the sport, early 2000s, look at the rev rates, right? It was still a game of finesse, but he was the game of power. Now you got everybody's power, right? And that's why I said he's still upper echelon, but he's upper echelon of the middle of the pack. Now that's what I believe. That's what my eyes see. Now people don't have to agree with me, but I mean his win totals in the last 6, 7 years will tell you the game's caught him. The power has caught him. I think the next year or two, Dio will be up there. I think you're wrong, and I think Dio is okay. I think he's really really good, but I think Ethan Flores is going to be next level. Yeah, EJ will always be top tier legend. I agree with you. Listen, this is what you guys got to understand, right? With EJ, what, 32, 33 years old? He's got about another 8 years before he even starts to slow down. So EJ's getting better every day too. And remember, his power ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better respect that man gangster. EJ Power is going nowhere. Remember, he's only 32, 33 years old. EJ's not old. EJ's got 10 years, 9 years to be on the top, very top of his game. 10 maybe. So the PBA gonna have to deal with him for a long, long, long time. And this is something else. EJ winning right now with this motivation. Let them get sponsors like Budweiser or Coors Light to come back where the pots turn into 200, 300, $400,000 pots. You'll see that man go to a whole new level. That song, I'm on a new level. That's what EJ be. I'm on a new level. Just watch. Y'all, look, y'all. I'm telling you right now, you better ask somebody. That boy bad. Definitely not his brother. No, hey, you know what? I'm thinking Mikey Slayball gonna have a coming out party here shortly. That dude got skills too. EJ has paid his dues. All I saw was him lose in the finals. See him win now is great. He deserves everything he got going on. You know, he does deserve it. Bowling better watch out. People getting tired of the same and to make it fair, stop telling them the patterns and no bowling ball reps allowed. So listen, bowling ball reps, they can stay. But Steve, stop telling them the patterns is right. But Steve, I'm gonna tell you a secret. If you stop telling them what the pattern is, that boy EJ gonna win even more. He just figures it out. I'm telling you. It's like he was born with a bowling ball in his hands. Weird business. Hey, we're gonna get a shout out to PB3 making a run through the losers bracket and beating all these kids, even the guy that bested his kid. Oh yeah, Parker Bone is a beast. Parker Bone is the man. Ain't no such thing as a halfway crook, man. He ain't too old. Get him, Parker Bone. No, they gotta go. Sorry, if they want to be there, go bowl. Shoot, if reps get treated like Simo did, here's in episode 3 and Born to Bowl won't be any reps left. That's true as hell. That's true. Simo's a nutbag, but I love the guy. He's awesome. And sometimes you just on one, you know what I mean? But here's the reality, right? I say don't tell them the pattern at all. Let them figure it out. But you know that's only going to be until practice is over, right? Because by the time practice is over, they'll be locked in and it'll be over with. That's the thing about. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. If you put me on a house shot, I'm bored. I get complacent, and with my game evolving, I gotta start just being generally left, always left, always left. You put me on a sports shot, and it's different. You only gotta tell me what it is. You give me you give me 4 shots, and I'll be okay. First shot, I'm gonna play it up the gutter, 3/4 speed to figure out where the length, where the pattern's gonna start breaking. The second shot, I'm gonna put my hand into it. Third shot, if I gotta move, I'm gonna move accordingly. Fourth shot, I should be lined up. And they're a lot better than me. So if I can do it, we know they can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it would be interesting to see though. And by the time they make match play and finals and everything else, it's a wrap. Yeah, it'd be a wrap. So that's the beautiful part about bowling, man. These guys are special. And you know the messed up part is NFL, Major League Baseball, basketball, even soccer. The best in the world get credit, and they get compensated for being the best in the world. But the bowlers are getting the short end of the stick. That's why they should make it an Olympic sport, because bowling is hard, and bowling on these patterns is hard. And I know that everybody in this chat knows somebody that watched the PBA event on TV and was like, man, I could beat them. Everybody knows somebody in the league right now that's like, man, I could throw a 200 too. Do they understand how difficult it is to bowl on the patterns that they're bowling on? Hell no. But yet they'll tell you like, hey, I'll bet you everybody know at least 3 people that bowl that think they can go be a pro on the PBA tour right now. And they never bowled on a sports shot a day in their life. Now, they might even carry 220 average, but they've never bowled on a sports shot, but they think that they're good enough to get a pro card and go bowl pro. Everybody knows them. And here it is. Here's the reason why. And this is funny work. To get to the NFL, what do you have to do? You play high school football, right? Then you go to college and play college football. Okay? And you got to play for 3 years, and then you get drafted, and boom, there it is, right? But you worked your way there. To bowl in the PBA tour to get a pro card, all you have to do is average a 200. I want you to think about that. That's why people think the PBA tour is that's why people don't see bowling the way they should. Because all you got to do to be listed as a professional bowler is to get you a pro card. To get a pro card, you average a 200. That's it. Now, a guy that averages a 220 in league, oh, that's even worse. So they dropped it? I'm going to T-Zone, throw it up the gut, and score like you stupid, Steve. No, coach, I think it was 190 to get it now. That's even worse, bro. No, it's got to be 200 still. What do you have to average to get a PBA pro card bowling? No, you have to have no. So okay, so check this out. You do have it's so you got to have a 200 average in this house league, or a 190 in a sport league, or a 190 average in the PBA events, but it's got to be 36 games. So so I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. And everybody says that and now watch. Now you're gonna see ZBO and everybody else are talking about this, right? But watch. So the common guy at home in league who's never been on a sports shot who averages a 210, right? Has this belief that he can bowl on the PBA tour. Now, I know he can't, you know he can't because he ain't never seen a sports shot. And the first time you see a sports shot, you're gonna go shell shocked, right? So here's the problem. You gotta earn your way to be in a in the NFL. You gotta earn your way to be in the major leagues. How many major league baseball players out of high school go straight to the big show? How many high school players can go straight to the NFL? Because the reality is, Major League Baseball, you ain't ready, and you lose your confidence, never get it back. NFL football, you can't. Your body just ain't physically ready for that. In the NBA, there's been people in history that's done it, but how many of them actually turn into superstars? Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. But them are three out of how many? Because there's been a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's 190 on a sports shot, Larry. Only 190 on a sports shot. So check this out, right? So yeah, yeah. So here, yeah, Dawkins did it too. So here's the point though. The point is that I'm trying to make is every sport to be a pro, it's a big ass gap, right? It's a huge gap between amateurs and pros. Huge state of the art gap, right? Huge gap. Huge gap. But to be a PBA pro, to be listed as a PBA pro, you can get a pro card by paying money and never seeing a sports shot a day in your life. You could go down in history and say, I'm a PBA pro. So I want you to think about this. Think about, they said there's like over 280,000 people or 2.8 million people that average a 200 in America, right? All of them can be considered pro bowlers if they just paid the money and got their pro card. I want you to think about that. That's an insane number, right? So basically, the largest part of the population of bowlers can become PBA pros, right? Now, are they really PBA bowlers? No. Could they get on the tour and do what the pros do? Absolutely not. But would they be listed as a pro? Yep. But that's what's cool about bowling. You can bowl in a tournament next to the best of the best. Average Joe would never do that in other sports. Yeah, that's true. But Brandon, you're not looking at it right. Yeah, they could never do that in the other sports because they don't deserve to be on the field with them. If you take an average Joe and put him on a football field with the pros, what happens to him? He doesn't go home to his family. That's why. You put an average Joe in a boxing ring with a pro, he doesn't go home to his family. You put an average Joe in a hockey ring with those big monsters, as fast as they're skating, he may not go home to his family. And if he does, he ain't the same person. Basketball. Yeah, I don't. That's an epic failure. That's my point. My point is they shouldn't be on the field with them. Matter of fact, let's be honest here. I'm a damn good bowler. Have I earned the right to be on tour with those guys? No, I haven't. Not yet. I got a lot of work to do. Now, The difference is, do I care about my house average? No, maybe that's to my detriment. But my sports shot average, that's what matters to me. Pay 200 for that qualifier. If you make 250, if you make that 250 for the tournament every week, 500 bones. You better make some money or you'll lose your butt. Yeah, but that's the thing though. The average guy who talk about I'm a PBA pro, man, he gonna lose his bone really. He's gonna lose that money pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? He gonna lose that. He gonna lose that money pretty quick. I bet you this: if you take 10 dudes, 10 house shot bowlers who think that they're the business, right? Who think that they're the business, and you put them in a PBA event, I'll bet you 8 out of 10 don't even finish it. Emotional damage. Exactly. I get that. I played college baseball and could never sniff the field in the minors. I'm not talking about from a competitive perspective. I'm talking about from a cool experience perspective. Okay, but guess what, Brandon? There's a thing called pro-ams. Pro-ams, where you can pay to bowl. There's going to be one right here in Rockford. A pro-am where you can bowl with the pros. My boy Tony's going to do it. He was like, Clarence, come do it. I'm like, I'm not starstruck, bro. Sorry. I don't got to need to do that. I ain't starstruck. Matter of fact, I don't think none of women can beat me. I'm good. But my point isn't that. My point is there's a thing called a pro-am. And that's what makes bowling special. You can go participate with the pros, but if you ain't got that moxie, then you shouldn't be. Steve said I just signed up for a pro-am today. See, that's the thing. They can go bowl with all the pros they want in pro-ams. But to get a pro card and compete with them on that level when you're just not there is asinine. Now, I don't know if that's just the PBA trying to get money or what it is, but make it hard. Make them have to earn it. Make them have to go to a PBA camp or PBA school, or make it so that they got to compete in a certain amount of sports shot events before they can qualify. That way they know what they're getting themselves into. I'm telling you, I got two dogs up here, two-handers. Matter of fact, one of them, Noah, I think he's got like 4 800s this season, 3 300s, something like that. I was like, yo, dog, I'm going up to Chicago bowling sports shot. Oh, I'm not doing that. I suck on sports shot. I only average like a 160. Now he averages 240 on a house shot and averages 160 on a sport. And he's tried it. He can't do it. His homeboy is a beast just like him. And neither one of them went to college to bowl because they can't bowl in the sport. The math don't make sense to him. Nobody ever taught him how to do it right. But that's everywhere. However, they can get that pro card and be like, I'm a pro. Now they got that card that says I'm a pro. And then they go coach somebody because I'm a pro and people listen. Is that a justified action? I think not. But hey, it is what it is. That's a great question too. That's a really great question. And I'm just asking for a friend. So this is our last question I'm gonna ask, and then we're gonna jump off. We haven't been on 2 hours. So I'm asking for a friend. Do you have to pay to play in the NFL? Do you have to pay to be listed as a professional football player to play in the NFL? Do you have to pay to be listed as a professional baseball player in the major leagues? Do you have to pay to be a professional baseball player to be listed in the major leagues or the NBA? Do you have to pay to be listed as a professional volleyball player in the ABA P? Yeah. Do you have to pay to be listed as a professional to play golf in the PBA? Do you have to pay to be listed as a professional to you get what I'm saying? So why do you pay? Oh, hey, I agree with you. You do. You pay in pain, sweat, and tears. But you do that in bowling too. I mean, to be a pro, you put in that work, 200 games a week. That's a lot of work. That's blood, sweat, and tears. So my question to you is: anybody can get a pro card. So the thing that makes them special, is it really special? That's is it really special though? That's what I'm asking the forefront. Is it really special? And not only do you look at it from that perspective, but why is it the only sport that you got to pay to be listed as a pro? I mean, does that not make sense? I mean, does that not make sense? I mean, has nobody asked that question? Like, why do you not have to pay? Why do you I mean, I want you to think about that. Why do you got to pay to be listed as a pro? I mean, maybe I'm not smart, so I'm just asking, but I'm asking for a friend. Why do you have to pay to be a pro? Can anybody answer that question for me? Why do we got to pay to be a pro in bowling? That is. I mean, I know somebody would say, well, that's how they're paying for the purses, but isn't that what the entry fees are paying for? Bowling was intended to be a common man to compete, not only against another, but maintain competitiveness. It gives equal chances to all. That's not an answer to the question, Steve. That's almost like giving me a mission statement. Listen, bro, that ain't it. That again, that's almost like a mission statement right there, Playboy. I don't care if it was meant to be for the common man. That's fine. If it was meant to keep the competitiveness going, that's fine too. But you pay an entry fee to every tournament. That's where the prize money's coming from. Entry fees, sponsors. So again, why pay to be a pro? I'm not tracking. Now, you do know that there's ways to get a pro card other than paying, and that's what by earning it. By if you cash in enough PBA events. Now the question I have is that's a great question. I know this isn't what you're talking about, but I'm curious. Do the main guys pay or do their sponsors pay? The sponsors pay. Now you have to remember there's bowlers with a pro card and a touring pro status. Well, here's the deal though. You can't have a touring pro status without a pro card, Paul. So you got to have one to have the other one. And to be listed as a touring pro, all you have to do is go to a certain amount of events. You don't even have to cash. Oh, oh, Brandon, yes, you can. You can go to with your pro card, you can go to the US Open, you can go to the Masters, you can go to any PBA tour stop. You have to bowl in the PTQ, but you can bowl in every single tour stop. You would just have to bowl in the PTQ. But without it, you're not getting into PTQ because you need your pro card. Now, here's a question for you, and I'm gonna do my homework on this. If you're bowling and it says in there that you can get your pro card by qualifying by cashing, if you cash in an event and they make you get your pro card, do you still got to pay for it? Or do they give it to you? You got to pay the cost to be the boss. No, you still need your card to enter a PBA tournament. USBC tournament, you only need USBC membership. Yeah, no, that I already know. However, again, you have to do what you got to do. I don't think it's true. They don't pay for a card. Whole point is the point system. Yeah, but okay, but Paul, the point system is predicated on your positioning, right? So if you're in a PTQ, so yeah, I mean, but that's if you win points. Say if you finish 30th or something in a pro event, you would get points. Those points allocate you as a touring pro, but you're still there though. Exactly. I'm not automatically in the main event. Got to beat 120 guys. Yeah, you do. You do. But that's fair though. You have to pay. No, you don't have to have a pro card. Wait a minute. To the US Open and Masters, you don't need a pro card. You need a pro card to enter the PBA PTQ for, I'm pretty sure, for events. Now, I don't think you need a pro card to enter the PBA regionals. Yeah. Now, you don't need it for PBA regionals. You can go as a guest into PBA regionals. But as a PBA event, I'm pretty sure you need the card. That's one way to find out. Let's look before we jump off. Do you need your pro card to bowl in a PBA main event? No, you don't. You can bowl in the PTQ without having your pro card. Yeah, you don't even need a pro card to do it. PTQ is required. Yeah, you don't need a membership to do it. You can bowl in the PBA as a non-member. But it also says here that if you cash, they will take. If they said if you cash, they will take your. They will. They will. You will have. You are required if you cash in the PBA event to get a pro card, which that money will be taken out of your earnings. I can both regionals out of card, but you pay $100 more. Yes, you do, Brandon. That I know because I would pay the non-membership fee. PBA 50 have to fill the non-members. There are two levels of membership. Yep, that I know too. After two cashes, you have to join. Yeah, and it says they'll take the money out of your. Well, it says right what I'm looking at right now. It says if you're on the main tour and you cash, you have to join. I know in PBA regionals, you got to cash twice, and then they'll take the money from your winnings. Winning that money. Pay me later. But one way or another, you're gonna pay. But that's my whole point, though. And what other professional sport do you got to pay to play? Now, I can understand paying your tournament fee. I can get that. But the pro card, though, paying for that, they should have it so that if you meet certain qualifications, you get it for free. Because again, that means any 200 average bowler in the continental United States, scratch that, any bowler in the world who averages at 200 is a pro. Think about that, guys. Next time you go to bowl league, and I want you to look at everybody that averages a 200. Look to your right, look to your left, and think all of you guys are pro bowlers. That's how easy they make it. If you bowl in 4 leagues at 4 different houses, look to your left, look to your right, be like, oh man, all of them are pro bowlers. So guess what? Congratulations, guys. You bowl with pro bowlers every week. Bowlers don't have big sponsors, so limits them. You know why they don't have big sponsors, Paul? Because they got dude wipes. They had dude wipes. They need to get younger in their commentary. They need to start having some fun. They need to let the crowd get rowdy. And then all of a sudden, chugga, 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 the train's coming in with all that money. Agree. You could up average requirements because 200 today isn't what 200 was in the 80s and 90s. Brandon, I agree with you 150%, bro. So I'm serious as hell. It's watered down. Bowling balls have gotten better. Lanes have gotten easier. And just think, but here's the problem. The problem is it's 200 on a house shot. House shot. That's it. And that's the insane part. Like I said, when you go to league, and you're gonna laugh about it when you do it, look to your left, look to your right, and be like, damn, I'm bowling with a lot of pros. Because as long as they pay that $300, they're a pro just like you. Insane work, right? PGA Tour card is 4 or 5 thousand just to join, and then it isn't even a guarantee to try Q school. So to join the PBA tour, the PGA tour, you got to pay for a card. Can't you? But Steve, can't you also win that card? Don't they host events like if you win them, you're entered in? My parents, who have been bowling since the '80s, think I'm a stud with my 215 average. LOL. If they only knew. Facts. I mean, back then they're bowling on wood lanes. They mopped on the oil, rubber bowling ball. Hell, you averaged a 215 back then. You were the dude. Now, I'm not now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. I am not trashing bowling. I love bowling. I love this sport, man. I think it's the greatest sport in the world. I'm just saying they need to tune it up a little bit. They need some fresh blood. You know what I'm saying? They need this guy right here. This guy. Because all the things that I'm hearing, I mean ZBL, Dorn Ballard, all of them, they doing a great job of talking about this, talking about that, but they're not talking about the things that's important. Bowling needs to shift. It needs to shift. It needs to change. So talk about what's important. You know what I mean? Talk about the important things. It's time to shift it a little bit. You have to join them, and you can try to qualify through playing with the big boys. Man, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's for me. That's the reality. Is we need to pump it up a little bit. Hey, come on. They have DJ now. What more do you need? I need them to get rowdy as hell all the time. That's what I need. I need when somebody turn the channel, it's like, oh hell yeah, this is hot. What we watching? The fee is for the background check. tour access and other things. Crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. All right, fellas. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna eat because your boy hungry. My day started way too early, and I only got a whole lot of stuff in me. So I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna go to sleep because I gotta get coach these kids in the morning. Yeah, I still coach kids in the morning. I volunteer, so I don't get paid for it. I volunteer in the morning, man. That's what I'm talking about. I love giving back to the kids, and then we got nationals practice on Sunday morning. And I'm thinking about going to Chicago Bowling Tournament on Sunday afternoon. 50-50 on that one, though. But with that being said, thanks again, fellas, for tuning in. I'm Coach C. This is Bad Bowling. And hey, we just trying to grow the sport. I think the sport needs people like me who are free thinkers. And I'm thinking about how to grow the sport because that's what it's all about. And I'm seeing a lot of you guys would like the sport to grow too. And Steve, remember this fall, me and you, buddy, me and you. All right, guys. Till Sunday, I will talk at y'all later. Good night, everybody.